Sagittarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica Lou here at the Love Messages. So today we are going to be doing a reading from the 28th of May to June 3rd. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. If it does resonate with you and you want a private reading with me, the details for that will be in the links below the description, or the video below in the description box. So Sagittarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Sagittarius, your challenge for the final days in May, first few days in June is the Knight of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Hangman upright. Okay. So Sagittarius, your biggest challenge here is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is talking about a situation in your life that's been very inconsistent, okay? I feel like this is your emotions. They've been inconsistent. They've been up and down. Maybe some days things are great, other days not so great. Could be a specific person that you're dealing with where the emotions have fled. Maybe at, again, one point everything is fine and then the next minute it's not. We're going to clarify the Knight of Cups. We're going to see why it's your challenge when we clarify in a moment, okay? Now, in the recent past, you have the Chariot, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Magician. There was a strong indication here in the past, Sagittarius, of you wanting to be independent, wanting to be financially independent, being able to be free, doing your own thing here in the past. Maybe some of you started a business here in the past, and it really allowed you to move forward the way that you wanted to here with the Chariot. Others of you were manifesting this with the Magician here. You were manifesting this frequency, this high frequency of wanting to move forward, wanting to just get closer to this freedom aspect. And when we talk about freedom, we're talking about more money, financial independence, just being able to make your own decisions here in the past. And some of you did this and others of you were striving to do that here in the past. We're going to clarify and get more information on that for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Tower, the Queen of Cups, and you have the Six of Swords. So in the present moment with the Tower, there's something in your life that is changing. Now, with Saturn moving into Aries, it is going to trine your Sun, Moon, or Rising. So there are certain things in your life in the present moment that may need to change or be transmuted. Some of you in the present moment, you're dealing with somebody here who's disconnected from you. Maybe they've disconnected, they've moved away from you in some way, shape, or form. I do feel this is somebody that you're in love with. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm also getting a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or Scorpio, okay? And we're gonna clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. The near future, you have the Moon, you have the Ace of Wands, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So in the near future, there is going to be a brand new opportunity for you. I feel this opportunity is connected to a brand new beginning, a passionate new beginning. Maybe you're meeting somebody new, or a new opportunity connected to your finances are coming in. You also have the Moon here. So there's something here that's hidden from you in the near future that you're not aware of. But because you're watching this reading, you're going to have an idea of what these opportunities are, even though you may not be able to see them. Okay. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, the Hangman, a lot of you, what you don't see coming is you're taking your time on something and you may not be taking action. Many of you aren't taking action towards a job or an opportunity to maybe work things out. There's a lot of research. There's a lot of questioning, you know, why did somebody leave? Why did they abandon me? Or, you know, what are my next moves? What are the next things I need to do? A lot of you are doing that research. You're still doing that in the background, right? You're trying to figure out what it is that you should be doing. And a lot of you are not taking action very quickly because you don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to rush into something and then find yourself making a mistake and then regretting it. So there's a lot of this time delay that's happening in terms of what you don't see coming, but we're going to talk more about it and get more information on that in a moment. Okay, so let's get into your reading and let's see what's going on. Okay, let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is clarified by, you have the Judgment, the Two of Pentacles, and the Fool. So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with a situation in your life that's been inconsistent. Okay, it's been inconsistent. Now, when I talk about inconsistency can be in a number of things. It can be in a job that's inconsistent. It could be somebody's emotional energy towards you inconsistent. Your love life is inconsistent. Maybe where you live is inconsistent. Maybe your feelings about somebody has been inconsistent. So the message here is now that we are moving into a new cycle with Saturn moving into Aries, and this is big for the fire signs because it is going to be something that helps you. I don't feel like, you know, Saturn moving into Aries is going to be something that hinders you. I feel it's something that's really going to help you. It's really going to help you move to that next level. However, with the information that you have at this point in regards to something that's been quite inconsistent in your life, the challenge for you, Sagittarius, is to really weigh your options here, the Two of Pentacles, right? And weighing your options means, is this situation something that you see yourself moving into the future with? Because the Fool, in a way, is a future card. It is me stepping into my future, you stepping into your future. We're taking that leap of faith. We're taking that 1 foot and putting it out there and jumping off the cliff, you know, in a metaphoric kind of way, right? So the message here for you is, do you see this situation that's been inconsistent in your life being something that you carry with you into the future? And it is a hard decision because you're at a crossroads in your life right now where something, it just continues to be inconsistent. It's affecting certain areas in your life. It's making you have major realizations of what the next steps need to be in your life. So for many of you, many of you are realizing that a difficult choice or decision may need to be made over the next few days. And it has a lot to do with something here that's really bogging you down. There's something in your life that's just, it's up one day and then it's down. It's up one day. And a lot of you know that a decision regarding this situation needs to be made, which is going to need to bring forth some sort of resolution to the situation so that there is more consistency in your life. Something here also I feel is draining your energy. I don't know what this might be, but there's something that you're involved in that's it's just draining your energy. It could be somebody's energy, attitude, and again, that may be an important decision connected to what you need to do in order to get back to this place of balance again. Okay, now let's talk about the recent past. We're going to clarify all the cards. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is talking about your independence, your financial abundance. Many of you realize that even though you were in a relationship, even though you were dealing with somebody, dating somebody, in a relationship, married, whatever, you were dealing with somebody here in the past, there was a lot of delays from the relationship. There were certain expectations that you had within the relationship. Maybe you expected this person to be a certain way or do a certain thing. You may have given this person a chance or an opportunity to take care of themselves. I'm getting something here about codependency. One of you may have been very successful here providing to the relationship while the other person just kind of hang back here in the past. And this started to become an issue because one of you here in the past was doing the most while the other person wasn't really putting in that much effort. As a result of that, there may have been an ending here, right? As quick as something started, it may have came to an end. And somebody here in the past, Sagittarius, I do feel started to put their foot down. And they may have created some sort of expectation here within the relationship that things needed to change. Now, you also have the Chariot here twice, which means in the past, you decided to move on from this. You decided to maybe move on from a certain job, a person, a situation in your life. And what triggered you to move on in the past here was a conflict. Because when things started to get real, which they did, the Queen of Swords is a realist, by the way. Whenever the Queen of Swords shows up, it's somebody speaking the truth, telling it like it is, which 95% of people don't like when people tell the truth. They rather be lied to. They rather be told what's good in the moment, right? You know, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're great. There's nothing wrong with you. People like to hear that stuff. They don't like to hear about the stuff that they need to work on. Now, when you or this person, I feel like this was you, maybe your person, I'm getting an Aquarius here, a Libra here, an Aries here, a Cancer here, a Leo here, a Virgo here, a Pisces here. When this person started to tell the truth, the fantasy of this beautiful energy that was between you and this person started to fade. And this started to happen because Neptune moved out of Pisces. It moved into Aries. And this has been trining your sun, moon, or rising for the last 2.5 months, since March. So something's been annoying since the month of March. It's been coming to your attention. There's something within the relationship that may needed to have changed, but one person was delaying or not taking action towards that change. And this is what sparked a conflict. And this has been creating this energy in the past of, okay, I need to move on from this. I need to move forward. I need to move on from this. I can't keep doing this. I need to move on from it. So there was a chance, there was an opportunity here in the past that I feel one of you didn't take advantage of. And this is what led to the conflict in the past. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing in the past, a little bit of a mumbo jumbo energy, but that's what we saw here in the past. Let's clarify what's happening in the present moment for you. Okay, so in the present moment, you have the Tower. So something in your life presently is crumbling. A relationship, a person, maybe something is changing here. For many of you, you may not realize this, but the Tower that's happening in the present moment, it's shaking things up in your life. It's creating a lot of tension, a lot of instability. It's actually making room for you to connect with like-minded people. Some of you are involved with somebody here who's stifling you. Okay, they're stifling you from making the money you want, finding the right like-minded people. So whether this is a person or not, maybe it's an environment, but whatever is happening in the present moment, the key here is to recognize what foundation do you need to create in your life that's going to bring you the stability that you need to realize your goals, which is this financial abundance, financial freedom, meeting the right people, collaborating. This is what you want, right? But for many of you, before this could happen, you may need to recognize the things in your life that are unstable. Are there certain people in your life that you're dealing with that are unstable, that are keeping you unstable? Is it your home life? Is it your diet? Is it your attitude? There's something in your life that needs to change. And I think you already know what that is. If you're already in the process of changing this situation, you're on the right track. But if you've been in this delusion, if you've been in this energy of, oh, everything's fine, I don't have to work on anything, resting and really going within is going to be key for you, because there is something here. I feel there's a specific person or a situation in your life that's causing you instability, and it's affecting your ability to realize these major goals that you have for yourself. Now, many of you are disconnecting, or you've already disconnected from a specific person, place, or thing. You started to do the inner work, okay? There's something here about Harry Potter. I don't know why I'm getting that. I don't know why I'm getting that. Sometimes I channel the most craziest things, and sometimes it resonates with the people that need to hear it. So there's something here about Harry Potter. Have you been watching Harry Potter? Or I don't know, comment below and let me know why am I channeling that? Maybe it's the Hermit that's here. But you have the Hermit and the Page of Swords. So you've really been thinking about something here that you've wanted to do for quite some time, but you've been analyzing it and researching it. There's that King of Wands, that's you. So you've been doing a lot of this internalization, okay? And a lot of people don't know that you're doing this. You're doing research, you're trying to find more information, because again, you have such a big goal in the present moment that you want to achieve this windfall of money, this success, this abundance. Like, this is what you're working towards, okay? But at the same time, I do feel that for many of you in the present moment, it may require you to disconnect from something here that doesn't serve you anymore. And the only person that can make that decision is you. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here. You also have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is somebody that you're dealing with. I keep getting this melancholy energy in the present moment. Whoever this person is in your life, they're not giving up on you. They're going to do everything that they can to continue to give love to you. the sun is here, so they're trying to shed light on things and show you how much they love you. And what's interesting is a lot of you are asking, when is this person going to get serious about me? Or when are they going to get serious about a relationship? I feel the more you start to pull away from this person and the more you start to realign yourself with the goals that you're looking to achieve, the more this person has no other choice but to take you serious. They have no other choice but to get serious and get with the program, right? They're saying, okay, yes, I need to get with the program. I need to get serious. I need to, show Sagittarius that I'm worthy of Sagittarius's love. Because again, like I said, and again, the reading can be vice versa, but in the past, one of you was doing more of the work than the other. And this created some sort of imbalance, right? So in the present moment, more and more of you are seeing the things that are holding you back, the things that are not bringing the stability that you need in your life, and you're choosing to move away from it. But I think you're not moving away from the situation right away. It's something that you're slowly planning in the background or internally. And you're slowly moving away from the situation more and more and more. Because a lot of you have to remember who Sagittarius is, especially if you're a cross watcher, Even if you're not a cross watcher and you're a Sagittarius, do you know who you are? You're somebody who craves freedom. You're somebody who you don't get involved in situations unless it can give you the type of freedom that you desire and you need. And this is what you are looking at right now. You're looking at improving your financial situation and connecting with like-minded people. And this is what's happening in the present moment, okay? Now, and this has a lot to do with a marriage or a commitment that you may be involved in, okay? Now, let's talk about the near future. Let's clarify all of the cards. Okay, Six of Swords. Ouch. Okay, I have to be extremely honest with you in the near future, and I have to prepare you for what's coming because there's going to be a major, major shift in the near future. Sagittarius, what is happening for you in the near future, okay? You have these cards in the near future. They're all indicating that you're leaving something. You're disconnecting from something completely, emotionally, mentally, physically, maybe even spiritually. The Ace of Wands in the near future for you, Sagittarius, is indicating that you are ready to free yourself. This is freedom. The Ace of Wands is freedom. It's like, finally, I'm free. I finally can take action towards the things that I want. Many of you are choosing to walk away from a commitment. Now, commitment could be a marriage. It could be an institution. It could be a job. It could be somewhere that you're working. It could be a project, people, something here that you've committed yourself to many, many years. You're going to disconnect and you're cutting something off here. Why? Because you crave your freedom so much that you're choosing not to allow something to hold you back anymore. Bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Swords as well, and the Six of Cups. So whatever has been holding you back in the past, a relationship, a marriage, a home situation, somebody who's hurt you that you've given multiple chances to, you are completely disconnecting from this person, no questions asked. And you can fight it. You can avoid it. You can pretend like it's not a problem, but it is a problem. And a lot of you are going to disconnect from it because subconsciously, the moon, you feel this on a deep, deep level. And you've been trying to work things out and you will try to continue to work things out in the near future. But things become so rough that there's a lack of communication here in the near future. You spiritually come to this realization that whatever's been holding you back for all of these years, for some of you, I'm getting 5 years, I'm getting 8 years, 7 years for some of you, 6 years. Something in that time period has really been holding you back. And now that you have the resources, because you've been doing the work, in the near future, you actually are doing the work. And when a situation in your life isn't balancing you out, or it's not giving to you or feeding into this work that you're doing because you're doing some project or you're doing some sort of work, and there's something here in the background that's just draining you or it's not fulfilling you, a lot of you say, you know what, enough is enough. I feel deep down inside of my being and my subconscious being that I need to let this situation go. And a lot of you are letting it go. And Saturn is responsible for this because when it moves out of Pisces and it moves into Aries, it gives you this prop, this elevation. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do this on my own. Okay, yeah, I can, so you start to reevaluate a couple of things in the near future. First of all, you have a goal in mind. You have an opportunity that you want. There's something that you want here in the near future, and you're going to get it. You're going to get it. You know that. You're like, yeah, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. And it has a lot to do with your wishes, your dreams and goals. And it also has a lot to do with your well-being. You have the Strength and the Seven of Pentacles. So in the near future, for many of you, you're going to be reevaluating your life, and anything that is not in alignment with your life, anything that's not in alignment with this goal that you desperately want, you're going to start slashing. You're going to literally just start cutting things out of your life. People, environments, friends, just things that are not adhering to your ultimate goals. And I know this may be hard for you, and this is a part of your challenge because there's something in your life that's been so inconsistent. And a lot of you are saying, if I continue to allow this situation to be inconsistent, it's really, really going to affect me on a very deep level. And I have to be honest with myself. Okay, so this is what I feel is happening at this time for you. I know it's an intense reading. What you don't see coming is the Hangman and the Knight of Pentacles. Even though you try to work on something here and you hope that it's going to change because you keep giving chance after chance after chance, you realize that this situation doesn't change. It just stagnates you more, and it's moving very slowly. And again, this is the reason why a lot of you may have to make a very difficult decision. Okay, so let's get some advice for you. Intense reading, but let's get some advice. You all know my readings are very practical. If you want something that really makes sense to your current situation instead of fantasies and fairy tales and lullabies, then you know where to come. Yeah. All right, let's get some advice for you. What's the advice? Okay. Of course. Yeah. Very good. Okay. Strength. Have the inner strength to do what you need to do. Don't hold back. That's the main message here. Your biggest piece of advice, Sagittarius, the Fool, the King of Cups, and the King of Swords. Your biggest piece of advice here, yes, your biggest piece of advice here is to recognize what is creating the issues within your life. For many of you, the key here is, there's two important messages. The first message here is to not be afraid to express your true feelings and what is on your mind. A lot of you hold back from expressing what's truly on your mind and how you truly feel. This is going to help you to purge the things that are no longer serving you anymore, because some of you are trying to justify your actions. You're like, well, I need to do this because, because of that. And you don't need to justify yourself. You have a reason why you're doing what you're doing. You don't need to justify anything. You can express how you feel and express what your emotions are and what is on your mind. It's going to help you to purge these things. Don't suppress yourself. That's the first thing. The next thing is to identify what differences there are between you and someone else. If you and a specific person you're dealing with are not on the same page, don't try to force the situation. Don't try to force this person to understand you. They either are going to understand you or they're not. The more you try to force somebody to understand what you want and what you need, the more you waste your time. Recognize when you and a specific person are not on the same page, and be willing to accept that, and most importantly, be willing to have a new beginning on your own. Some of you are moving towards having a new beginning on your own because you know what you want and you're tired of being held back by somebody. So by expressing what you truly feel mentally and emotionally, it's going to help you to not necessarily justify why you're having a new beginning on your own to this person, but to yourself. Because if you get it and you understand the journey that you're on, that's all that matters. You want to make sure that you're around like-minded people, especially in the present moment. 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. A lot of you need to collaborate with like-minded people. If you have one person around you that's dragging you down, that doesn't see your vision, that's always bickering and arguing with you, then maybe it's not the relationship for you. Okay, maybe it's not the situation for you. Do not suppress yourself. Always express yourself, and this is what's going to help you to feel more confident in having this beautiful new beginning that you're seeking. Okay, so Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.